In 1900, Frank Baum wrote the world-famous children's book, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. In 1939, that literary classic was adapted for the big screen by Mervyn LeRoy and MGM. The musical was nominated for 6 Oscars, winning for Best Song and Best Original Score. Judy Garland also received an honorary Academy Juvenile Award. But there are lots of dark moments in the book that you don't see in the film, like when the Scarecrow snapped the heads off more than 100 crows. Yikes. The movie adaptation has a heart-spun message that shows that, even during the worst of times, there's no place like home. It challenges viewers to look deep within to find their way through adversity. The film was exceedingly popular and became a cinematic classic. There's even a water park named after the musical. Today you can find dolls, television spin-offs, and various merchandise to celebrate the iconic movie's popularity that spans more than 75 years. But the movie and book are vastly different. In fact, those who read the book when it was released may have a difficult time seeing how the novel was turned into such a light and fun picture. For starters, the movie is 1 hour and 41 minutes long. The book is the first in a 14-book series. As written, the story is a full turn-of-the-century political allegory. On screen, however, people are treated to a tale of family values and friendship in the face of tragedy. Just like the movie, the book shows Dorothy traveling the yellow brick road, meeting many people along the way. But her journey to a magical land filled with whimsical characters is decidedly darker and scarier. Who doesn't love the Tin Man, singing and dancing and wishing he could feel things more deeply? However, the book shows a bloody beginning for the Metal Wonder. He was a human named Nick Chopper who worked as a lumberjack. Nick fell in love with one of the servants of the Wicked Witch who wanted to keep them apart. The witch cursed his axe so that the next time he used it, it would cut off Nick's limbs. Every part of his body that was severed turned into metal. Why is he missing his heart? Because it's the part of him the witch kept so he could never fall in love again. Have you ever heard of Bungle the Glass Cat? If you're looking for her in the movie credits, you won't have much luck. You'll find her in Baum's 7th book. Bungle is a friend to Dorothy and her gang. However, the cat, who is translucent except for her brain and heart, is a bit too arrogant for the wizard's liking. So the wizard removes her pink brain and replaces it with a clear one. The motivation is to force her to be more agreeable since people can see right through her. Princess Langwidere is another character tossed aside. She's a spoiled royal. While she collects jewelry and other treasures, she is best known for her collection of heads, which she displays in a cabinet. When the princess gets tired of one head, she transfers it to a new body for a whole new look. Where do these heads come from? Well, she steals them from maidens in her kingdom. When she and Dorothy meet for the first time, she tries to steal Dorothy's head. The Scarecrow is the first person that Dorothy meets as she travels down the yellow brick road. Dorothy saves him from his job in the field where crows torment him while on duty. The Scarecrow wants revenge on these crows because they have driven him crazy. As payback, once he is free, he snaps the heads off more than 100 crows. Rather than being terrified, Dorothy doesn't seem to mind the Scarecrow standing in a pool of blood and feathers. The movie version puts a lot of focus on the Wicked Witch of the West. However, she is barely mentioned in the books. The real archenemy is the Gnome King. He loves to watch people die a slow and miserable death when he turns them into an inanimate object. It's the stuff that nightmares are made of. A beautiful field of poison poppies is the movie's way the witch tried to kill Dorothy. In the book, the witch sends 40 wolves to tear the gang limb from limb. The Tin Man has to save his friends by brutally dismembering the animals. Good thing he didn't have a heart, or they may have all died. In the film, the flying monkeys are sent to get the gang when the poppies don't work. There's nothing quite so normal in the book. There you'll find the Wheelers seeking revenge. These creatures are quadrupedal men with arms and legs of the same length attached to wheels. Instead of cute monkeys flying around, you had these freakish-looking speedsters. Finally, in the film, the gang makes it to the Emerald City. It's grander than Dorothy and her friends could have ever imagined. In the books, the group finds the village of Bunbury, which has houses made of breadsticks, and even the people who live there are edible. Poor Toto can't control his hunger, and he feasts on a few of the locals. The town run by Mr. Bun, and he is furious at the loss of the villagers. The book ends with Dorothy getting a death threat to be baked alive with her friends in the great ovens. While these are just a few of the comparisons between the book and the movie, it's easy to see that the story was way too gruesome for a family film. It's a good thing MGM tamed down their version, otherwise it probably wouldn't be the classic that it is today.